Hi everybody, it's Lavinia. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am going to do a flip through of this coloring book that I purchased. I got it from Amazon, and it's called Fairy Tales, Coloring Book by Emelie, Lidehall, Oberg. And the reason why I bought this one is because I like the illustration. I like the colors that she had here on the cover. Plus I'm trying out different illustrators just to see what type I like best in a coloring book. So this here, on the back, it says, fairy tales come to life in this debut coloring book from Swedish artist Emelie Lidehall Oberg. Discover florals in bloom, sweetly sleeping woodland animals, whimsical abodes, and the creatures who inhabit them. These fanciful illustrations will win the imagination of both the young and the young at heart. So let's go ahead and turn the cover here. And so this front cover has like a little pocket that opens up further. So there's a full spread here of things you can color in, from birds to ornaments to fruit to homes. And it says here, once upon a time. And then here, this first page says Fairy Tales, illustrated by Emelie Lidehall Oberg. Then this is the copyright print page. So it came out in 2017. And then there's this page here that says this book belongs to. So you can write in your name if you want to, if you're gifting it to someone, or just leave it blank, but you can color in this wreath here as well. So it is double-sided, so not single-sided. Paper is seems like good quality. I don't know that I would use alcohol markers or watercolor. Maybe I might try that on a test page if they have it. But here's a bird holding an ornament with this building here. Here's one of the woodland creatures. Looks like it's tucked into a nice little quilt with a pillow. Here's another little bunny rabbit, maybe tucked into a pair of mittens. And here's a polar bear. It looks like it's sleeping with this lady here. And her people, I guess, that she has in the coloring book, this is the type of illustration that she has with these cheeks like this, with those type of eyebrows. So it is different than, let's say, some of the other coloring books maybe that you might see. And when I was flipping through it earlier, this circle design reminded me of the movie Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, when Dick Van Dyke and the actress, I don't remember now what her name was, where they were trying to fool the king and the queen, and they were dressed as, I think, dolls with the key, with the winding key, and they had their cheeks, colored in pink. So that's what this reminds me of. So I guess, it's a fairy tale. Maybe that reminds you of childish things. But here's a page that says Flamingo Trailer Park, trailer villa with different campers. And here's a flower pot that is growing. It looks like little houses and flowers. So again, it is a different type of illustration than, let's say, the Creative Haven that I've seen. Here's a building with hot air balloons, birds with a nest. So there's different berries, different types of leaves. Here again is the polar bear holding its cub with those homes. And a couple of little birds, maybe little hummingbirds. This is pretty. Flowers in, looks like a little potion bottle. Here's a swan. And this one maybe reminds me of maybe like the Ugly Duckling fairy tale, where then it turned into the beautiful swan. Unless there's a fairy tale called the Swan King, I'm not sure. This one has some very little intricate designs, some teacups, so this would be fun to color in as well. Here's like maybe a little mouse in a wreath, has some bird and berries. This is a phonograph, old style phonograph, but it looks like instead of that metal tube, it's made out of a flower. This reminds me of maybe old Victorian wallpaper. It just looks like wallpaper to me with those different floral designs. Here is, again, the person. Looks like maybe some squirrels or other type of woodland creatures. Here's a teepee with some stylized moths or butterflies. Here's some crowns, some fish. And here she is. This reminds me, I don't know, is there a fairy tale called The Frog Prince? You know, here, she looks like she's captured in a bottle. This looks like it's a straw. I think that's a, was that maybe Thumbelina? Here also, odd type of tree and flowers. Bird cage with then various birds all around it. This one, there's a hot air balloon, but there's also an octopus here that is holding this. So again, I just wonder what type of fairy tale this was. This is pretty with the teapot and the teacup with the flower coming out of it. That's pretty. And it does remind me of the old European type of design. So, oh, look at that. That's cute. Emelie's Lemonade. So some strawberries, some birds. Looks like a cake here and cupcakes with strawberries. Here's some mushrooms, some moths, and again, that type of stylized house that she has throughout the book. That's cute here in the teacup with the little seals or little otters. Here's a deer, maybe in some quartz or crystal. So this might be fun to learn techniques of painting, or not painting, but using colored pencils to color in type like gemstones and things like that. So this would be a good practice page for that. This is very pretty. Has a dress. I see some little mice out here, a key. No, I was trying to think of a fairy tale, but that was with the shoemaker, I think. And then those were little elves that were coming to help out, not little mice. So different fairy tale. And here's a deer. Again, there's that crown. Looks like it's in some sort of suitcase that looks like a bed. At least that's how I'm looking at it. I have to, you know, maybe do research on this book and maybe Swedish fairy tales. So mushrooms in the shape of homes. Here she is again. That might be a door with some flowers. Here's a potion that says drink me. There's a clock. That looks like a snail. Yep, snail. Here's shoes and some boots. Here's a card. Here's a bird holding an envelope. Here's a wreath full of birds with, looks like maybe an egg. That would be kind of, oh, different eggs. Maybe like a Fabergé egg. Oh, here it is. That'd be fun to color in. Again, a gate with the castle or a home. This is pretty too. With the watering can. That looks like it's an ornament in a light bulb. Another little deer with the strawberries. Under a glass dome. Here she looks like, I don't know if that's a seahorse. Here's a winter scene with the deer and the ornaments. Again, little castle. This fishbowl is pretty. Looks like some toys. Again, I wonder what fairy tales these are. Here's that Crown Prince again, Crown Frog. Far, Far Away, Once Upon a Time. This would be nice to color into the stone and the house. Here's some more. Again, Under the Glass Globe. It says, I love New York, Southfield. That's interesting. Just separate pieces to color in, even turnips. Someone Under the Sea, again with the octopus. Here's a winter scene with the bunny. Looks like it would be a globe, but made out of flowers. This reminds me of Thumbelina, you know, in the flower, the little girl in the flower. And I guess here she's lying in a flower bed. Again, here's that suitcase and the globe and the watering can. This reminds me of the sugar skulls. And little deer in a bed of mushrooms. There's a little bird there. And, well, looks like she's got some deer horns here. Trying to figure out what this is. Is this an owl? Maybe it is an owl. Right there. A couple of deer. Oh, this is the front cover. Yep, so that's the front cover. Here's a clock with a bird. Again, with little seals or little otters. More of those crystals. Camper, birdhouses. Hot air balloon. Some June bugs, as well as dragonflies and butterflies and moths. Here she is sleeping. A couple little toys there. Some fish. Boats. Here's her name again, Lise. And here's a key, some feathers. This actually reminds me of, like, this would probably be like an older man, like a grandpa, of the movie, or when we were little and we lived in Italy, there was a weekly cartoon called Heidi, and that's what this reminds me of. Here's again a swan. This would be interesting to color in all those feathers. Little deer is cute. Birdhouses. Some coffee pots and teapots. Oh, this one reminds me of Hansel and Gretel. You know, the house made out of gingerbread or candy. So that's what this one reminds me of. Shelving with sugar and candy and soda. That's cute too. Here's a dog, I guess, again with the crown. This is nice. Looks like she's just thinking or daydreaming. Here's an ocean. And here she is as a mermaid, which I am going to color in this month because I'll get to it later, but Patti from Life with Patti is having an August collaboration where you color in a page with the prompts that she gives. So I'll give that to you in a moment, but I know one of the prompts was mermaid, so I am going to use this page to color in. So I'll show you that when I complete that, or maybe even as I color it. And I think balloons is another prompt, so I could probably use one of the ones with the hot air balloons as well. This will be fun to color in bubbles. Here's that crown again. That's a pretty picture. So a lot of fruit in there. Here's the, looks like a tree house. Here's that octopus again. So this reminds me of, what is it, 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea? Not Jacques Cousteau, but whatever that captain was with the Well, actually, that was a submarine, I guess. There's a little mouse. Again, the suitcase, the mushrooms. Here's again the suitcase. These are cute. Look at them laugh. Very cute. All right, so we're coming here to the end. So I guess when we saw that name Elise, this says dedicated to Elise. And this back page opens up as well. And then this has some information about her. She's a freelance illustrator. So regarding the treasure hunt, I just wanted to let you know that Life with Patti, so Patti from Life with Patti is hosting a collaboration. It's open to anyone. You can join in. The hashtag is hashtag Patti's Treasure Hunt. And so I guess every month she puts together, maybe gives 4 or 5 or so prompts to find in your coloring book. So it could be a combination, maybe all on one page, different pages. And then you just go ahead throughout the month as you're completing them, post them with that hashtag so that everyone can just, look up that hashtag and see what folks have been doing. So for this month, the prompts are ice cream, unicorn, mermaid, cat, and balloons. So I do know where I have a page with ice cream. So I found the mermaid. I know there's one with the unicorn, and I know where I can find a cat. The balloons, I have to see. There is a page that I know of that has the ice cream, and it has like blank area that I can draw in my own balloons, if anything. And that would kind of fit in with that theme. Or I can use one of the hot air balloons that I saw in here. I'll take some artistic license just in case, but we'll see. So, but these are the prompts. And again, this is the hashtag. And again, this is the book. It's called Fairy Tales, coloring book by Emelie, Lidehall, Oberg. And I got this from Amazon. So you may, if you're interested, or if you've already maybe colored in some pages, I'd be interested to see. I would love to see, how you colored in your pages. Just let me know in the comment section below. And if you have any questions, let me know. And I hope you like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you participate in the treasure hunt. That would be fun to see those coloring pages. All right, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye.